No way. I'm talking to Matt Nicholson right now because he had asked me a question about this drawing, about what was written here on the side of the rocket. And I told him that it was just my intention, I guess, as I was drawing this, that it was gauges, some sort of gauges. Anyway, at the end here, it looks like it's a peace sign. And, you know, that's kind of ironic because something about in the scripture where it says, when they declare peace and safety, a sudden destruction. Well, if any of you have been following what we've been talking about on this channel, we've been talking about this crescent moon a lot. And it should be a waning crescent moon, if I remember correctly here. And over the course of maybe a year or a little more now, I have been saying that this destruction is going to come from the moon, along with the timing that it would take place within the months of Cancer between June and July. So Cancer is the crab, and as we've seen already in every way imaginable since I've said this, that this Cancer thing has come up, just like we saw in Night of the Comet, the movie about some comet that destroys a huge portion of the population of the Earth. Well, that's basically, you know, the trigger event, what they're hoping to achieve. It won't necessarily, in my mind, achieve it at that instance, not at least what we're going to see with the second cup concerning New York, but it sets the chain of events in motion that they're hoping to achieve. So nonetheless, I uploaded this drawing here probably one time a long time ago at the beginning of the channel. And then I talked about it a little bit again, I'm not sure where, but a few videos ago. If somebody remembers what video I talked about this in, go ahead and put it in the comments. But here's something that we've all overlooked, and it was staring us in our face. I don't remember anybody commenting this. I certainly didn't talk about it. I did talk about it, but I didn't catch it. So as Matt was talking to me about looking at this a little further, I did. And then I just commented back to him about something. As I was commenting to him, I was describing, oh yeah, and remember the NASA crab claw man, and it hit me. Crab. Cancer. Associated with the moon, associated with the USA, associated with NASA, associated with this rocket, with this guy wearing the spacesuit, that's associated with those that went to the moon, with the crescent moon right here. And right there is my little drawing, for whatever reason I put in here, and it says Subject 1, Crab Claw Man with funny helmet. Matt, do you believe that? Do you actually believe that? I don't even know how to even comprehend. I just don't understand. I almost wonder why me, you know? And I am happy that it is, this site has been allowed for me to see. I'm just speechless. I'm just absolutely speechless. Crab is Cancer. This is to be coming from the moon. All the symbolisms there for the moon. We even have this little camel here, which you remember me telling you guys that about this verse describing Ishtar, and it says, now she is planted in a dry and thirsty ground. That's the moon, the wilderness that they're talking about. there's the exit door. They're planning on leaving to an exit. This exit door opens up to this landscape scene with this little camel here and this understanding of the dry and thirsty ground. Now the symbolism for the moon. Now the symbolism for what it's all about. This destruction of the USA. NASA's endeavor here at the moon. As we know, NASA joined with Project Paperclip, or is associated with Project Paperclip. The Nazis, Werner von Braun, absorbed all of the Nazi scientists. And then USA, NASA, the moon, the rocket, which I told you the asteroid or the comet is going to be faked. It's going to be bombs that they're going to want you to believe are incoming asteroids or meteors. And then the crab claw guy. And remember, I told you that I read this in some sort of book when I was young, like really young. And I just was always fascinated with these different UFO stories and these different beings that were supposedly seen. And as I was drawing this whole thing, it just came to mind to put it up there. And subject 1, crab claw man, Cancer is the crab. Wow. Wow. Totally wow. Totally wow. Now, you know, I don't know what you guys know, but for some of you, I do know that you know that I'm a seer. I know that some of you do know that now. You've been around long enough to see this stuff take place, and how I'm even unaware of all of the connections, yet myself and my own drawings, that all of these things are continually manifesting over and over and over and over again. You know, a lot of you who are unsure, you have every right to be. But you also owe it to yourself to look into what I'm telling you guys a little more seriously. And to also know that if anybody questions my motivation or my intent, my motivation and intent is to save lives. All lives, not just lives of one particular religion or lives of one particular race or lives of one particular philosophy. All lives, as many lives that can be saved. As many lives that can understand and prepare for what's coming beyond the material things that are coming, but to prepare for the strong delusion, the spiritual deception, which has already taken place so heavily. So many people are preaching love, but at the same time, they're spewing hate. And then so many people expect me to be perfect. I'm not perfect. And I'm not going to be perfect in this world. I'm struggling and striving my best to do, I'm sure as many of you are, to be as patient, compassionate, as kind as you can. But I'm human. You know, the patience will always not be enough. The compassion will always run a little short because I'm not perfect. I'm striving to be, and if we all strove is equally hard together, I think at least in our own little world right here, things would be a lot better. I'll be back.